ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. My name is Dmitry, and I am a product manager at advertising service Target Mail RU. Have you ever heard about it? Who heard, please raise your hands. Oh, great. So I'll tell a couple of words about what it is. So it's a self-service advertising platform. In the past 3 years, we've been selling only our own traffic from our social networks, Одноклассники and My World, and some traffic from our content projects. And a couple of months ago, we've launched our own advertising network, just like Facebook. And behind all these products, there is a lot of mathematics, computer science, some modern words like big data and so on, and I'll tell about it a little. So usually we sell clicks or installs, but the banners compete with each other in auction by CPM. So in order to make the auction just and fair, we need to know banners CTR. And to make it and to provide the best performance, we store a multi-dimensional hypercube of CTRs of each banner. Now the dimensions of hypercube are like gender, age, geography, day of week, time of day, and so on. And the other class of dimensions is banners ad group, ad campaign, advertiser, ad type, ad placement, and so on. And for each impression, we are trying to predict the banner's CTR. And the best banner is the winner. So this technology allows us to automatically optimize all advertising for our customers. And from the other side, publishers' CPM grows. And of course, users are more happy if they see the most relevant advertising. So our network is very young. We have only 2 basic ad formats. It's a banner 320 by 50. You can see it on the bottom of the screen. And it's a teaser with an image 60 by 50. You can see it on the top of the screen. But it's very easy for us to add any new format, so if you need one, feel free to contact us. So as I said, our advertising network is rather young, so it serves only 30 million impressions per day. But this amount is growing day by day, and someday it would be billions and more. Now average CTR is 0.27%. And about the technology, how it works from the inside. So it's quite simple, and I'm sure that other advertising networks do the same. So we have our own advertising SDK. We call it Admin. You integrate it into your application. Then user launches the application. Your app calls our admin, and admin is sending a request for ads to our banner system. And then our banner system returns the winner of the auction in JSON format, and admin does all the visualization for you. You don't need to visualize advertising. Also, we can work in mediation with other popular advertising networks. It's very easy to be set up, so you should go to your advertising network web interface, make some clicks, and in application you should call custom event banner. And everything will work fine. Now let's talk about the money and how much can you earn using this advertising network, and why is it happening. So this is basic case. It's a Litres application. Have you ever heard about it? Who heard it? Oh, nobody. Okay, so I'll tell you. It's an electronic bookstore and electronic book reader 2-in-1. So the audience is Russian. They have Russian books, more than 75,000 books, and people purchase the books and read them. The main use case is offline reading, so users are not online very often, only to purchase books. But they decided to earn a little bit more money, and they started to show ads to their users when they are online. So because the main use case is offline, we serve only 11 million impressions per month for them and 33,000 clicks. Let's see the CPM. So other networks give them something about 8 cents per 1,000 impressions, and we give them 24 cents per 1,000 impressions. Why is it happening? So other networks they try to use are Western networks, and they don't own a lot of data about Russian users. And we are a Russian company, and we know almost everything about all Russian internet users. So we can provide them with most relevant advertising. Users see good ads, they click, we earn more money, Litres earns more money, everybody is happy. Now another one case study. This application is Translate RU. Have you ever heard about it? Well, nobody heard, okay. So as you can guess, it's a Translate application, and the audience is worldwide. They used us in mediation with AdMob, and in mediation, AdMob serves 3.8 million impressions per day, 3.2 thousand clicks per day, CTR is 0.08%. And we serve 6.4 million impressions per day, 9.7 thousand clicks per day, and CTR is almost twice larger. But let's see the money. Well, actually, the difference is very little. It's less than 1 cent. And why is it happening? In previous case study, the application was made for Russian audience, and this application is made for international audience. Now we don't own a lot of data about international users. So we cannot show narrow targeted campaigns. We can show only broad targeted campaigns, and usually advertisers pay not so much for such advertising. So CPM is not so big. But there is another solution. So the solution is to provide the data in advertising request. And this is the third case study. The developer decided to stay anonymous. So all I can tell is that it is a social networking application. It has more than 5 million installs, and more than 2 million daily audience. And also it has 4.6 rating at Google Store. So as previous guy was talking, you should place your ads smartly, and then the audience of your application would grow, and they won't delete your application. And so did that guy. Okay, now let's see the numbers. So we serve 5 million impressions per day, 10,000 clicks, and CTR is 0.2. And about the money. The difference is quite big. So we give almost 3 times more CPM than Western networks like AdMob and MoPub, and up to 7 times more money than small Russian advertising networks. And this difference is because they provide us with the data. So it's the actual value of your data you have about your users. And I think that almost every developer has some data. It doesn't need to be a very big data. You just have to have gender, age, or maybe some interests, or maybe another things like payments history, his game history, and so on. And so the data grows fill rate, and also the data can maximize your revenue from advertising. So you should always try to provide the advertising network with data. It will give you more revenue. And the last thing I want to tell you is about our cross-promo technology. So we are a rather big company. We have a lot of games and service applications, and of course we want to get the maximum of our internal traffic of our games. So we use our advertising service also for cross-promo. The technology is all the same, so you integrate SDK into applications, the user launches applications, it calls SDK, SDK makes a request for advertising to our banner system, and our banner system returns app wall in JSON format, and admin is doing all visualization. What does it give to you as a developer? So using such technology allows you to provide every your player with his own personal app wall, which is best relevant for him. Also, you can use your custom game teasers order, and you can split your teasers for every audience. So you may promote one game, and you may create one teaser for male, another teaser for female. Also, you can split them by ages, interests, geography, and a lot more. And of course, you can use badges, counters, and another stuff. So this allows you to get more value from your own traffic. So it can look like that. So a menu, a button in the menu, the user taps on it and sees the app wall. Or you can place it right in the game menu, like this one or like this one. And about the results. So it's our own experience. A couple of months ago, we have launched a game Iron Desert, and we decided to promote it in app wall in our social network application Одноклассники. So to see that app wall, the user should tap the menu, and then he should tap More Games button. Well, it gave us 2,700 installs per day for free. Another case study is about our service application. We launched a cloud mail application, and we decided to promote it in our mail application. We put the application teaser right in the menu, so it was visible to all users. And it gave us 1,100 installs per day. And so what this technology will give to you? It's a highly customizable solution. All mathematics is done on our side. And as a result, you get automated promo optimization for best performance. Well, so now we haven't sold this solution to anyone. We are just thinking about the pricing, but I believe that the pricing would be CPI-based. So you should tell what CPI seems fair to you, and everything will be good. And I think that it's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dmitry. Are there any questions for Dmitry? There's a question.
What are the changes of changing the categories while people playing the game? If someone put the ads in a game, and if contents a bit change for the game, that contents of the ads still change, depending on the factors of the games.
Yes.
Can you make that?
Yes, it's possible. So you can call our SDK anytime you need, and you can provide the data about the user game process in it.
Okay.
Another question? So, Dmitry, what's going to be your next step as a company? Going to be international?
Yes.
So what are you looking for at Casual Connect?
I'm looking for new business contacts.
Business partners,
Business
advertisers?
partners, publishers, advertisers, game developers. So Mail.ru is a big company. We publish games, we produce our own games, we sell traffic, we buy traffic.
And I think now it's the time to approach Dmitry because he's not sure which CPI price model he's going to use. So now if you're going to be your client, you get a good price, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Where can we find you? Do you have a booth or?
Yeah, I'll be on registration desk.
Okay, cool. If you want to ask Dmitry anything private, you can approach him. Dmitry, thank you very much for your presentation.